Hi, our lovely prep families. We hope you've had a great week too. And I've just come on here to give you a bit of a week 3 overview for the lessons that we are running this week. So one of our first lessons we have for this week is our writing prompt. Our writing prompt this week is, what do you think your toys get up to when no one is looking? So this is a bit of a creative writing piece. In your workbooks, we thought it might be a great idea to have a go at drawing a picture of all of your different toys and having a go at writing under that. So maybe some things to think about there might be, what conversations do your toys have? Or what activities do they do? Do they play any funny tricks on you? So this is a really creative prompt. We've been inspired by the movie Toy Story, and we thought it might be fun because you can think about all the toys that you have at your house and what funny things they might do. So that's our writing prompt for this week. Continuing on from previous weeks with our writing, we also still have our handwriting alphabet sheets. So this week you can practice the letters K through to O, or any other letters that you still might be needing to do. So this is really about just taking your time with this one, going really slow and practicing the correct formation, ensuring that you're having a look at the starting point with the little dot and using the arrow, and just really going slow. We're not colouring in the letters, we're just forming in between. So that's for the handwriting sheets and our writing prompts for this week. If you're still going through your sight words, you might be moving through them. If not, that's okay. You might still be working on your pink words or your red words. If you are finding it's a little bit easy though, this week you can move on to your yellow words as well. So just practicing the yellow words, reading through them together, looking for these words in the books that you might be reading, having a go at handwriting on this sheet. So lots of different things with our sight words for that one. With our reading, it's just continuing on with our regular reading matrix. So having a look at the grid that we've got, you might have already crossed out a few of these activities once you've read a book. And this week you might like to choose some new ones. So you might like to act out a story, you might like to draw about your characters, you might like to make a character profile. Finding words, like we were saying with the sight words, could be a good idea, and maybe circling or writing those down. So using this reading matrix, again, this is going to be something we use every week, and just making sure on the other side of this, there's the reading log and documenting any books that you're reading. We would love to have a look at that when we return to school and see what sort of books are of interest to your child. As for our maths this week, we have 2 different activities you can do. The first one is just a shape colouring activity. So the focus of this is to colour in the shapes based on how many sides they have. So there's a bit of a key here. So any shape with 3 sides, you're going to colour in blue, and you go through the key as suited. So once this is all coloured in, this might be a good discussion point to have with your child about what things you can see in your house that have 3 sides or 4 sides or 5 sides, what the names of the shapes are. Can you go on a bit of a scavenger hunt and find these things in your house or in your garden, on the street, in your bedroom? Where might you find these shapes in our everyday life? And making those connections is really important as well. And our other activity is shapes as well, because that is our focus for this week. So this grid is for your child to fill out. Now, I'll just open that up. There's a few different elements to this part, so we'll run through this one. The first one just has the shape and it's already listed there for you. Then we ask your child to copy the shape, so drawing the picture in the box next to it. The next one is naming the shape. Now a list of all of the names are at the bottom here, and we want your child to have a go at copying the word into this box. Now a good idea for this is having them sound out the word. So circle. Okay, which one starts with circle? Rectangle, rectangle. And having a look at the words and saying, okay, well, rectangle, that starts with the letter R. I can see rectangle is here. So that must be rectangle. It's the only one that starts with an R. And running through it in a bit of a slower process like that, trying to get them to make those letter sound connections as well, even though this is a maths focus activity. After that, there's 2 little grids on this side. The first one says how many sides. So making sure they're counting each side of the shape and writing the number in this box. And the last one is similar with our corners. So how many corners? So the points where the two lines meet, that is our corner. So counting those and documenting the number. Now, this would be really great if you could take pictures of this completed sheet and send through to your homeroom teacher on Seesaw, or if not, definitely hold on to and bring it back to school when we return, because this is a great piece of information for us to look at and see what we can be working on with your child in terms of getting familiar with shapes. As always, there's still the specialist activities as well. So if you're wanting to do some other things, Miss Nugent has the animals book, and Mr. Alex Sensei has our Japanese colouring. These are optional things if you like to do. As we keep continuing to say, it's all up to you. We've set the activities there that you can do, but there's no pressure at all. Just do what you can when you're feeling like it. If it's all too much, that's okay. If you're wanting more, please let us know. And otherwise, keep safe, continue to look after yourselves and each other, keep in contact. We're missing you all and would love to hear from you, and hopefully we see you all soon. Thanks, guys.